Hello and welcome to my second live broadcast today. My next second live broadcast of the Billion Coin. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and I know I have a few friends out there watching me. Not just the ones that usually watch me, but I have a few friends out at Virginia Beach, and I want to have. And I believe I've told I got a little baby watching me. And how you doing, Kayla? All right, let me get going. All right, okay. I just want to do this particular live broadcast, which is my second one today, and it's my 72nd one today, 72 live broadcasts I've done since we started doing live broadcasts. Okay, my what I'm going to talk about today basically is the difference between, you know, the billion coin and our what we know are market-based cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. Now, I can probably say that I'm a little bit more in authority to speak on actually the market-based because I happen to study what we know is called cryptocurrency, which is called digital currency. Just like we use our credit cards and our debit cards, you don't see the fiat currency. Fiat currency is the paper money, like dollars and $10 and $20 here in the USA. But basically, cryptocurrency is very similar to how the debit card system works. But there's a difference in terms of the technology. Cryptocurrency has a thing called blockchain technology. It's the brand new technology. And it's so new that some of our companies, that are now right here in the US are considering and really planning on using that blockchain technology for their own financial system. If you're not noticing how our financial system is changing, you're in for an incredible awakening. But I wanted to be on the forefront because, see, the reason why I'm doing this for me is I missed that last wealth revolution called the internet back in the early 1990s. I knew it was there. And I also missed Bitcoin when it came out in 2008 and 9. I found out about it in 2011, but I didn't act. Do you know if I had invested just what? $100, I would have close to $1 million in Bitcoin right now. Did you hear that? Now that's just on the market basic side. Now, but I discovered this thing called the Billion Coin back just surfing the internet, and I found this lady named Dominique Barbie. She's a whiz in online marketing, and I would listen to one of her videos, and she was talking about how this thing called the Billion Coin, we refer to as TBC, and she was we're talking about her late brother who passed away at an early age, and how she told him she would be a millionaire one day. And when she showed her big TBC wallet, and I saw $1 million, I said, "My God, what in the world is this?" So what I did, I basically did my own research, my own homework, and so starting that first week of December 2016, I began to not just read, I studied this thing called cryptocurrency, digital currency. And so basically, I said, man, this thing is incredible. Maybe I need to look into it. So I basically bought from, which was my leader at the time, a certain amount of dollars. I'm not, about $300, and I got a bonus of 300 more. So basically, I came in with $600, only $300 of my money, back on February 24th of 2017 when I actually joined the TBC, the Billion Coin community. Now, as I say the Billion Coin, I'm refer also as TBC. That's for short. All right. The TBC was launched on March 21st of 2016 for only 1/10 of one penny or 1 cent US dollars. And I just saw this thing grow phenomenally. And it's based upon, unlike, now this is one of the differences. Our coin is the first abundance-based cryptocurrency or money as we know it. The market-based coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin and even Bitcoin back last year had a big jump. It even hit 20,000 per coin at one point, then jumped down to 19, but it had a dip. And that's hovering around 7,400 right now. So it's kind of the wave of the cryptocurrencies on the market basis, like playing a casino back on that side. But our TBC, the Billion Coin, is quite different. It's a private coin, a private community, and it's based on the people, not the market. We're not on that market exchange, like a stock exchange, where it goes up and down in value. Our coin only goes up in value because it's based on when every person joins, it drives the price up. Now, back then, between March 21st, 2016, and all the way to March 31st, 2018, we were related to the euro. When one person joins our community, it was based on €1. So if 1,000 people join on that day, 1,000 euros. Okay? But a magnificent thing our administrator decided to do. They basically they did this. They said we'll be related to a grain of gold. See, which is the smallest measurement of gold is a grain of gold. Okay? So now, same thing as a person joins our community is based on 1 grain of gold. Now, 1 grain of gold, now back then, the euro was worth by $1.40, but our grain of gold is worth approximately $2.80. So it doubled in value. Now, when I give you this figure on how much our coin is worth today and what it was worth, as of March 31st, 2018, it was hovering around about 3.4, 3.5, or $3.8 million per coin. That's TBC coin. But it jumped. So we basically had a raise in our wallet. So it was worth, now it's worth today, 1 TBC coin is worth 8 million, not 8,000, 8,537,287 per coin. Now, does someone have to buy that? No. You only buy a portion of that coin that we refer to sometimes as crinkles. All right? And below this video, if someone contact me, I can get with them and explain to more specific on exactly if they want to get involved in purchase. Now, when we doubled in value, let me tell you what we're reaching. Say in 2 years, we reach to where our max would be 1 billion members. Okay? It could be longer, but let's just say 2 years. And let's just say that the grain of gold just stay at $2.80. Guess how much 1 coin would be? Is mind staggering. $2.8 billion per coin. And currently, I have about 35 coins right now. I'll give you an idea of what my wallet looks like. And I'm not gonna say that here on here. Because if I say it, people probably think, oh man, that's a scam. You know, people will call anything a scam when they don't have the education. Remember what I say. If they don't have the education, they call it a scam. They call it Bitcoin a scam. And guess what they're now doing? Putting up Bitcoin ATMs. Right now, there is a Bitcoin ATM 15 minutes from my home. Actually, it's about 3 in the area. Actually, in all, about 7. Oh no, this brother is not going to miss this one. Okay? I want to make sure everybody, my family, my friends, and whoever is taken good care of. So that's why, and this is not, we're not a bank. We're not a charity. This is not investment. You're making a purchase. It may seem like an investment, but it's not an investment. All right? When you get involved with our community. Now, when you get involved with our community, we give a gift called Crinkle Cash. It won't be lasting forever, but it's basically because we give in these Crinkle Cash, we're giving 25,000 what we call cookies. Now, I'm not going to get into involved with all that, why we call it that and all that. But these cookies are going to be redeemable. Right now, those 25 cookies is worth $2,134. So if someone came in our community, they're getting basically something that's worth $2,134 right now. You see? That's how people start to get involved. And they check it on a daily and they see that increase. They may want to purchase a little bit more. All right? Okay. Now, on the side of Bitcoin. Now, like I said before, I study cryptocurrency, so I understand blockchain technology to some extent, and I also understand Bitcoin when Bitcoin did what they call a fork last year, and that fork kind of it caused another coin to be created, and it was called Bitcoin Cash. Okay. Now, some of us, like myself, who has a cryptocurrency wallet, I have about 4 of them, and basically, if you had some Bitcoin, you now was actually given automatically some Bitcoin Cash to start, because they had what they call a fork. They divided. Still, it didn't make Bitcoin go down in value per se. It just had a fork where another coin was created. Ethereum is another coin that's hovering around probably about $600 some per se, and Litecoin is about between 120 and $150. And EOS and a lot of other Dash and a whole lot. It's 1,500 cryptocurrencies out there. Will some of them survive? No, they won't. They won't. And I'm going to tell you what a lot of them start as: an ICO, initial coin offering. That's what that means. Initial coin offering. A lot of these cryptocurrencies on the market-based side, they were initial coin offerings, ICOs first. And technically, a lot of people can make good money on some ICOs. They have these things called penny stocks. If you're willing to invest in some penny stocks, you can make thousands of dollars, say, in a year or so. You can. It's true. See, I study that side just as much as I study to keep up with the Billion Coin. Because it's some good way, like Bitcoin Randy, or what they call Randy Wilson, our main voice of the Billion Coin. He invests in that side of the Billion Coin as well as precious metals. Another thing to get involved is precious metals, like gold and silver. You know, they've been around. Precious metals have been around forever, but they never died. It's just that our central banking system got into the fiat industry to produce dollars, making dollars. But gold and silver is still worth something and have stand the test of time. That's why our administration decided to be related to a grain of gold. Yes, it fluctuates a little bit, but not like the euro does. You see? Now, when I talk about on our side, the TBC side, the Billion Coin side, education is vital. Vital. And how we get that education, the number one way we get the education is called the Billion Coin blog, the TBC blog. And that website is blog.thebillioncoin.info. I'm going to say that again. The blog website is blog, B-L-O-G, thebillioncoin.info. Our TBC website is thebillioncoin.info. Thebillioncoin.info. You can see all the information on it. Watch everything. Watch the videos. Okay. On our testimony page, we have maybe like 7,000 videos by now. If people wondering, are people actually using our coin to purchase goods and services? Yes, they are. Yes, you can do that now, but it's not widespread yet. In the continent of Africa, and certain countries in Africa, such as Nigeria and Cameroon, they have already bought land, some cars, some homes. Over in the Philippines, where they have now, well, Philippines, let me just stay on the African side. In Africa, in Nigeria, they have more people in that country than anybody in TBC, 1.4 million people. Now, over in the Philippines, I have watched people purchase cars, video of it. They have over 460,000 Filipinos involved in the Billion Coin. Our TBC president, Doc Dan, I watch his video every morning at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'm the first one. He said, "Hello, Stephen Cuffey." You know, of Virginia, of the USA. That's what he always say. I love the way he says it. We have some remarkable, great people in our community. Remarkable. I'm seeing some people come on right now. You know, I have a few viewers other than the people who put their name in the check. I have some more viewers who's watching this right here local. I want to say thank you to all my friends over in Virginia Beach area, which is only about 15 minutes from here, who watching this. You know, it's awesome to have new friends and friends abroad. It may be some of my what I call my second family in Tennessee and Florida, you know. The person, like I said, the person on my Facebook page that's on my wall, she is in the Billion Coin. And she has plans to do something with her money when they can actually use it for goods and services for some of her family and friends in the Philippines, because she happens to be from the Philippines. Naturally, that's where she was born. She lives right here in the U.S. now. I have some incredible friends that are Filipino and other nationalities. You know, so I want to say that it's great to be in the Billion Coin. Now, on the market-based side, you know, like I stated, it's a little bit more volatile over that side than it is on our side with the Billion Coin. I have a little invested in Bitcoin and a few other ones, not much. I want to put more involved. But people, let me say this to you. For those that want to get involved in that side, instead of sitting and letting your money and sit and let it just build, you need, and last year, we had a lot of people that lost money in some of the Bitcoin programs because they turned out to be scams. Okay? You have to do your homework in cryptocurrency before you started putting your money involved in a Bitcoin type program. For people that want to know, maybe a couple or maybe two particular ones that's doing extremely well, that's holding steady, I know of two that's not a scam, that's doing really well right now. Because if you're involved in the mining side of cryptocurrency on the market side, instead of putting actually and let it sit in a cryptocurrency wallet, and those that have a cryptocurrency wallet, don't leave it on a software wallet on your computer. They have what I think called a nano. I think it's called, or Trexor is called. It's like a thumb drive you put right inside your computer, and then you can download your Bitcoin or your whatever right down on that and take it out. That way nobody can steal it. You see? See, I studied this thing. I studied the hardware and the software side. So, on this side, see, our administration don't have to produce. It was produced at one point through the blockchain on our side, but they don't have to produce our coin. We already have a billion coins already produced. We're presently migrating. Now, see, our particular blockchain network, which we call our old one that we're currently on now, cannot take a whole lot of transactions over and over again quickly. It's kind of like a Bitcoin type blockchain, like Bitcoin is. When Bitcoin first started doing transactions, before they got all these millions of transactions, things are very quick. But now it takes time for a transaction to reach one destination to the next. It will reach it in most cases. Almost, it will. But it just takes time. But we have already tested our new network that'll have our new wallets attached to it. And I'm hearing it's rocket fast. 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That's fast. And they said they also said in our tech support that they're working on to make it even quicker. All right. Now for me, myself and my team, we haven't migrated yet. Because they're looking at me, a person that studied this thing on a regular basis. And I want to make sure everything is running smoothly before myself and our team to move over to it. Now, from what I'm understanding, it's running pretty well right now. But they are manually putting people into the system. They're manually putting people into the new blockchain from our old blockchain. They don't have a system automatically doing it for everybody. Not yet. All right. So migration started on March 1st and will end on July 31st at this point. We don't know whether to get extended or not, but I can tell you this. One thing that's really important to note that's different from the market-driven side. They only ask us to pay $110 per year for what we call our Crinkle Cash back office. And that can be paid by Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. And I can help anyone with that. But on the market-driven side, every time you purchase some Bitcoin or Litecoin or any of the cryptocurrencies on that side, there is a processing fee. Now, the processing fees are a little low right now, but they were high when Bitcoin was up $19,000 per coin. Those processing fees are called mining fees. Okay? But when you do a transaction on our side, it costs you nothing. Nothing. Did you hear that? We can make transactions, and we get our new network, we're going to make transactions after transaction. It's going to cost us nothing. All they ask us to pay $110 per year. That's it. No market-driven cryptocurrency has it like that as of now. I've been through them, I know. None of them have a mission, like our mission, to get rid of poverty one person at a time here on Earth. Now, if we're moving to 1 billion members, and we don't care how long it takes, if it's done in 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, that doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter to you. What should matter is that if you are in this community, that you are getting this word out to as many people as possible to get rid of those people poverty and the poverty in their lives. You see? Just one person at a time. You see, what I'm going to do with the friends that's watching this in Virginia Beach, I'm going to have a meeting with them when I see them. You know? I'm going to really get down to the as they call the nitty gritty, explain it to everyone so they fully understand, because I fully 100% understand the education part of this, the billion coin. Because what do I do versus a lot of people that's in TBC? What do? I do what? I study the blog. I don't just read the blog. I study the blog. And I was the first one that said this, to my knowledge, of all the broadcasters. Everyone is saying read, 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 read. No, 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 no. Study the blog. Treat it like it's the TBC Bible. I think I was one of the first that said that. It's just how I see it. How did I get so smart in this thing? I read it. I read it first, but I started to study it. And I do the same thing with the main market-based cryptocurrencies. The top 10, I would say, I really focus on. I would say the top 10 to 20, maybe. There's some market-based cryptocurrencies that's really doing well. They're going to be doing well in the next few months. You just got to know. And then you need to look at some of the ICOs that people want to get involved in. If you just got money to invest there, you can do that. But if you're keeping your money just in a bank, which is part of our central banking system, they're making millions of dollars off of your money. How long do you let them do that? Instead of putting it somewhere that you're going to make even more off it. You see, our coin is slated to be used for goods and services, which is already doing on a small scale already in parts of the world. When we get over to the When we get over to the market, when we migrate completely, my plan is that I want to go and talk to some small mom and pop type shops and explain them what the billion coin is. Hopefully to get them involved, and perhaps someone may want to say, okay, for my product, would you take 50% cash and 50% TBC? See, it's okay to do that with people. It's called negotiating with people that got small businesses. Wouldn't it be great if they had a TBC wallet that was growing in astronomical amounts in millions, and they'd be able to exchange some of their product for I'm not asking them to do it all in TBC, just portion of TBC and portion of cash. But their belief system have to change. Your belief system have to change. See, a lot of us are still stuck. They're stuck up here in that greed. What? That greed, scarcity mindset, that poverty mindset. We have to get out of that mindset. It's so embedded in our, it succumb us. It's just absorbed us. And we have to gradually get out of that. Are you going to let the central banking system, our government, take care of you all your life? And that's around the world. I'm not just talking about here in the U.S. Or are you going to do what? Are you going to take the initiative for the people that's in the billion coin already? Are you continue to talk to many people, get them involved in our community? Because what are we doing? We're building our own economy and our own community in the billion coin. There's no market-based cryptocurrency that's doing this, because their coin is what? Market-based, market-driven. Our coin is what? Abundance-based. We're based upon love, prosperity, abundance. You got people on that side thinking about greed. Let me get mine. I call that me syndrome. You know, that scarcity mindset. Not for everyone else, just for me. That's not the mindset of our community. It's not. Don't come in the Billion Coin thing. Oh, I'm gonna buy a purchase, and I'm gonna have all this money in my account, and I'm gonna cash some of it out. If you're coming in our community with that mindset, you're not right for us. It can't be about you. It's got to be about helping others in the community. That's what the Billion Coin is all about. Not about you. Not about you cashing out. Now, I'm not saying that sometime you'll have a fiat currency system like they talked about back last year at one point, having testers and stuff testing this program out. I'm not saying they won't bring that back. We don't know. That's up to the community. That's up to the administration. But it will not happen in our current network because it cannot handle that type of thing. Now we get on our brand new robust network and we'll run that thing smoothly for months. Perhaps the bank that maybe they didn't go anywhere. The bank that we partner with, maybe they're saying, and our numbers is growing like it was like 25 to 50,000 people a day back between August and say October. It was, oh gosh. Our system couldn't even handle it back then. But our system that we have, that we already have maybe 7,000 people involved by now in our system. But we got to get these. We have currently 3.2, almost 3.3 million people in the Billion Coin community now. And I told you how much our coin is worth. Hey, you hear me say it, but if someone wants to get with me on a one-on-one, I show it to you. I kept record of each day how much a coin was worth. I could show you. I could show you the chart. Put the cursor right there and show you how it went up in value. As that saying say, I can show you better than I can tell you. All right. Let me see. I don't know. I didn't really. I don't know if let me see. I don't know if I can. Look like right now, our crypto TBC, John is getting ready to start. I'm going to end mine any moment here. Let me see here. Let me see who we have here with us today. Okay. Oh, Donna Gordon, thank you. From Canada. Crypto TBC was to hear John. I think he lives in Canada. Monique Lewis, she's on my team out of Florida. Lisa McKinley, thank you so much for being here. Sharon Heller, that person is from Australia. Wow. Bitcoin Scott, I believe he's out on the West Coast in California. Lawrence Malecki, get this, South Africa. He's the TBC president for South Africa. So crypto, he had to go leave because he's starting his live broadcast right now. John, his second one today, he started at 9 o'clock. But I want to thank everyone for being here today. It's been an awesome to know I have a little baby watching me waving. I know this is happening because I talked to the person. I know they're watching. Oh, Nell Williams out of Chicago area. She's even here. She's even watching this live broadcast. Again, this is my 72 live broadcast. A lot of us are in the 70s now. We'll be close to 100 pretty soon. I give us probably the next 2 weeks at best, we'll be at 100 or more live broadcasts. That's a great feat for a lot of us. All right. Thank you so much. I don't think if anyone don't have any questions, anything, I'm going to go ahead and end this live broadcast. I will be back at my regular time at 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Please check your zone, because I realize I have people all over the world watching this. It's been an awesome time being with all of you tonight. Love all of you. Even that little baby that's watching me that's waving. I know she is. Okay? And that baby, get this, is only 2 years old. I love that little one. I haven't even never seen her yet, but I heard so many great things about her. You know, there's some great people around this world, and I have some great friends in my local area as well as in Tennessee and Florida. I can't wait to meet some of these people in person, so I can really tell them and show them what we have here. You know, we're not asking people to get involved in this thing for any large sums of money. That's what I'm saying. Okay? So far, not a person that's got in the Billion Coin has lost anything. Not 1 cent. And they want to, and some of the people on the side that got involved and become taught as a scam, and people lost all kinds of money. And I'm not saying not to get involved, but don't invest no money you cannot afford in the market-based cryptocurrencies. Because people who invested a large sum of money in Bitcoin, when it went up to $19,000 and it went down to now, what, it even dropped down to $5,000-$6,000 at one point, they lost a lot of money. So if you don't know what you're doing over there, if you're not getting involved in Bitcoin mining or some other programs, the 2 programs that I know is working over that side, you need to talk to me, because I know what's going on both sides. I'm not promising anybody the world, okay? But don't put and that's saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put it just in a savings account when they're not even getting 1% on your savings now in any bank in the United States. So I'm gonna say bye to all of you. It's been a pleasure. I love all of you. Bye-bye.